All right, we're going to start chapter 6 today. Um, it's really similar to what we've been doing already this year. And so I don't see these, at least first couple sections, being too terrible, but it does get challenging around sections 3, 4, and 5. So we'll take it easy at the beginning. So when we're looking at inequalities, the idea is we want a value of x or some number, and then we compare it to another number. So in this case, x is less than 2. Now, I always think of this as an alligator. We can give it a little eye right there. And it's always going to be eating the bigger number. So in this case, it means that 2 will be bigger than x. Okay, so I'm going to go down to 2 here, and I'm going to put a circle on it. And we know that the x will be smaller than the 2. So that means we need to shade where the smaller numbers are. That'll be to the left. Okay, and you can shade like that, or you can shade like that. I don't care. Either way is fine. Now if we look here on the bottom, we know the alligator mouth is going to be eating the y. Okay, and so we're going to go down to -3 and make a circle. Except this time, since there's an equal to symbol, we're going to shade it in. On the top, we didn't shade because there was no equal to symbol. Now, we know the y will be bigger than the -3, so we're going to shade to the right. Okay, and that's honestly how I talk myself through these. I ask myself, which is bigger, the -3 or the y? If the y is bigger, then I shade to the right. If the -3 is bigger, then I shade to the left. Okay, I'd like you to try these two on your own. All right, this one should have been, since the c is smaller, we shaded to the left. And this one here on the bottom, -3/4 is right about here. And the f is bigger, so we should have shaded that way. Now, we are going to treat this symbol right here as an equal sign. Okay, so we can draw the line down the center just like we had before, except the x is not by itself, so we can't graph it. If this was an equal sign, we would take this +4 and we would subtract 4 because they are opposites. And we end up getting x, and I'm going to keep the symbol the same. So x is less than, and now this is 3. So that's my answer. X is less than 3. And now I graph it. Open circle at 3 because there's no equal to symbol, and I'm going to shade left. Down here on the bottom, it's the same idea. I'm going to subtract 3. Symbol stays the same, so y is less than or equal to -8 minus 3 more is -11. Oh, we got a problem. It's not on the graph, so I need to make -11 on here. It is going to be a closed circle, and I'm going to shade, because y is smaller than -11, I'm going to shade this way. Okay. That doesn't seem right on the top. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, so for this one on the top here, it's going to be a 2-step, which is okay. I'm going to put a 1 here and do Ann's method. I need to move all the x's on the same side. So I do that. And I get 1x plus 4 is less than -2. Now I subtract 4. And I'm going to move it up here. So I get 1x is less than -6. So I go -6. And now I shade left. And as you can see, I'm shading a little different every time. This one here, same idea. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. And I will get y is greater than or equal to. Now, a couple different ways you can write it. You could go 6 2/3. You could go 6.67. You could also turn this into 18/3 and turn this into 20/3. Anyone's fine. But either way, it's going to 6 2/3 is going to go right about there. It's going to be a closed circle. And the y is bigger, so it's going to shade to the right. Okay? So now we have, I want you to do the first two, and if you do well enough on those, you won't have to do the third. Okay?